Yogis, how are you today? Today's video is actually about how you can help a friend or family member who perhaps is experiencing anxiety and depression. So there's 4 ways. These are according to Beyond Blue. Beyond Blue is a wonderful charity organisation raising awareness and supporting those experiencing anxiety and depression, and of course to the friends and family. So please, for more information and advice and support, visit the Beyond Blue website. So Beyond Blue would first ask, there's 4 things. They'll first ask that you actually look. So if you're noticing a friend or family member, and you might notice that perhaps they haven't been going out as they usually would be, avoiding social situations. Maybe they've been tired and run down, perhaps they've been sick a lot. You'll generally get a feeling that things just aren't quite right. So the second thing that you would want to do is to listen. And that is to actually sit down and just ask them how they're feeling and what's been happening lately, and just listen a little bit more attentively than what you normally might do. Maybe offer to go to a cafe or go for a walk. I always find walking is a great way to really walk and talk and gets the creative juices flowing in the mind. And because we're not sitting there looking directly into each other's eyes and we're walking next to each other, it's a nice platform, if you like, to be able to openly share. So perhaps you want to go for a walk with that friend and just listen to maybe some of their language, listen to the stories that they're telling, and let them share the emotions that they're having. And then that brings you to the third point, which is to talk, okay, to get them talking. So you could perhaps ask a question like, I've noticed that you're not really feeling yourself. Is everything okay? And just stop and have a few moments. And this person probably is maybe needing to reach out and speak to you, and if they do quickly sort of brush it off and say yeah I'm fine, just say, but you're just not really yourself, and just sit. And when you hold that space for someone, you'll find that someone just might be able to open up there in that moment. But if not, please don't feel like you have been unsuccessful, because it can actually plant the seed with that person, maybe for a later date. Maybe you can then raise it in a week's time or 2 weeks' time. But maybe by you showing that you have noticed that they're not their normal self, and that you've shown that you care, and by holding the space, by asking those questions and pausing and waiting, maybe they'll feel like opening up another day to you. Or maybe they'll actually start to ask those questions of themselves of, how am I feeling? I haven't really been myself, have I? And the other one is to seek, and it is to seek help together. So if you get to the point where that person does actually start to come out, or might be weeks or months later that they do open up to you, it's really important that, other than listening and talking to them, is that there's some sort of action plan. And it doesn't come from a place where you're telling them what to do, because they certainly may not be ready for getting any support just yet. They might just be at that very first stage where they're talking about it. And maybe just subtly you can just say, look, there are people that can help. Have you heard of Beyond Blue? Maybe you could go and do some research and send them a link. Maybe you could send them the telephone number. There's a line that you can call for 24-hour support as well. So getting help together, and maybe even offering that you go along with them, or you sit on the phone call, and that just shows that you really care and want to support them. For a lot of people suffering, they are suffering alone and often not aware that they're suffering. So when it's made aware to them by friends and family supporting them, that is one step. But the other is to show your support and to tell them that you're here for them, and that you're happy to go and see someone, maybe a professional, and seek out different ways that you can help that person. Maybe you can help that person by buying my Yoga for Anxiety DVD. There's 60 minutes of content there. There's a 10-minute guided meditation, which is helping a lot of people. I've had some fantastic feedback. A 20-minute seated flow and 30-minute standing flow, all for $30. Yoga for Anxiety. Follow the link above and you can purchase that, and all proceeds go towards Beyond Blue, which are doing an amazing, remarkable job in this country, assisting over 3 million people who are experiencing anxiety and depression. It's not like you're going to be the odd one out. Okay, a lot of us go through periods where we are experiencing either of the above. I certainly have experienced both, and there is help out there. Yoga is a wonderful healing aid, but I'm not here to talk to you about yoga right now. I'm here to give you the tools so that you can help others and help yourself. An honour as always to share this practice with yoga with you. Check out my photos, go through the link, buy that Yoga for Anxiety DVD and make a donation. Much appreciated. Namaste.